It's week 7 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year. It's the Lions and the Vikings, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try to get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not trying to panic. We're not trying to put the cart before the horse, but we need to win. We need to get back on these winning trends, because if we want to find ourselves in contention throughout the rest of what's a long NFL season, these early October games, you got to have them.
This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there by Sam Laporta, the second-year tight end out of Iowa. And you talk about having a breakout rookie campaign, Mike. I mean, to make the Pro Bowl as a rookie at the tight end position is no easy feat. He kind of burst onto the scene as the Lions found themselves in the NFC Championship. I had a chance this summer to spend some time with him at our TEU, kind of our tight end only camp that I run with Kelsey and Kittle in Nashville. And seeing him work up close and personal, you can see why, even though he's a young player, he's had the level of success that he's had only 2 years now into his career.
He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his third touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick is good. Next to score, Lions 7, Vikings nothing. Jeff Fox will kick off for the Lions.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And you think how fast things change in the NFL, Mike. So he's signed by the Vikings. They draft J.J. McCarthy. The idea was he was just going to hold that seat until J.J. McCarthy's ready to take over in his rookie year. But J.J. McCarthy goes down. Sam Darnold's the long-term, at least this season, starting quarterback for the Vikings. And they have playoff aspirations. He's looking to resurrect his career. I think this could be a really good marriage.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. He's going to have a Vikings first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. As we move deeper in the season, he continues to put up the big numbers week after week. And you see it manifest there, the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. On first down, it's gone. He's got Laporta open on the left side.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll go play action with Goff. He's going to run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
On play action, Goff. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
This one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
The first down
Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Jefferson. On the handoff, Jones. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 3rd and a yard. Slot man in motion right. They try and run for the 1st down with Jones. A gain of 11 there, and a 1st down.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. This one into the hands of Powell. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and a yard. Now Jones. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. On the give, it's Jones. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He gets it to go, and the Vikings are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Goff to throw. This one finds Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The motion man is Raymond. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Khalif Raymond. Touchdown, Lions. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10.
14, Vikings 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The next drive about to get going. I want to remind you it's coming up in prime time this week. Week 7 already in the NFL. We have the Jets and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And then coming up tomorrow night, the last of our Monday doubleheaders for the year. Ravens-Bucks from Tampa at 8:15. That's followed out west by the Chargers and Cardinals from the desert.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The Detroit Lions tape, Mike, I mean, of course we all know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is, but the best thing about his game is there's really nothing he doesn't do at a high level. Make difficult catches, move the chains, but he's also that big play that everybody's looking for. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns a season ago.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Darnold. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Montgomery. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 35 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. The motion man is Raymond. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Darnold to throw. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Here we go. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Darnold to the air once more. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. 3rd and long. Throwing, Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Here's Ryan Wright now as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Lions 17, Vikings 10.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's a